This is not just another luxury SUV. This is power wearing a suit. The moment the Mercedes-AMG GLE appears, you realize something important. This machine was never designed to blend into traffic. It was designed to dominate it. Because beneath its elegant shape and premium badge lives something far more aggressive. Something louder. Something faster. Something built by engineers who believe luxury should never be boring. And that philosophy is exactly what defines the Mercedes-AMG GLE. From the very first glance, the design carries the unmistakable DNA of AMG performance. The front end feels powerful and deliberate. A large Panamericana grille stretches across the nose, finished with vertical chrome bars that instantly signal that this is not a standard SUV. This is something far more serious. The headlights are sharp and intelligent, almost like eyes that are constantly scanning the road ahead. They frame the front fascia perfectly, giving the vehicle a confident and commanding face. Below them, aggressive air intakes dominate the lower section of the bumper. These are not simply design elements meant to look sporty. They exist for a purpose, to feed air into the powerful engine hidden beneath the hood. And that engine is the real heart of this story. But before we talk about power, step to the side and take in the profile of the Mercedes-AMG GLE. The proportions immediately stand out. It carries the height and presence expected from a luxury SUV, but the lines remain sleek and athletic. Large AMG wheels fill the arches completely, giving the vehicle a planted and muscular stance. The sculpted side panels catch light in a way that makes the body appear constantly in motion, even when standing still. Every line feels intentional. Every surface feels engineered. At the rear, the personality of the AMG GLE becomes even more dramatic. Slim LED taillights stretch across the back, giving the SUV a modern and premium signature at night. But the most unmistakable element sits just below them, the quad exhaust system. 4 exhaust outlets. Because 2 simply wouldn't be enough. This is where the elegance ends and the performance begins. When the engine starts, the entire character of the vehicle changes instantly. The sound is deep and confident. Not overly dramatic, but powerful enough to remind everyone nearby that this is not an ordinary SUV. Depending on the version, the Mercedes-AMG GLE carries a handcrafted AMG engine capable of delivering astonishing performance for a vehicle of its size. Press the accelerator and the response is immediate. There is no hesitation, no delay. The power arrives instantly, pushing the SUV forward with surprising force. For something that weighs as much as a luxury SUV does, the acceleration feels almost unnatural. The AMG engineering team has managed to transform a family vehicle into something that behaves like a performance machine. But raw power alone is not enough. Control is what truly defines the Mercedes-AMG GLE experience. Advanced all-wheel drive technology constantly distributes power between the wheels to maintain traction. Whether the road is wet, dry, or uneven, the system works silently in the background to keep the vehicle stable. The suspension system deserves special attention as well. AMG Performance Suspension adapts constantly, adjusting to road conditions and driving style in real time. When you drive calmly, the vehicle remains comfortable and composed, absorbing imperfections in the road with ease. But switch to a more aggressive driving mode, and everything tightens. The steering becomes sharper. The suspension firms up. The throttle becomes more responsive. Suddenly, the AMG GLE stops behaving like a luxury SUV and starts behaving like a performance car that simply happens to sit higher off the ground. Corners that would normally challenge an SUV suddenly feel manageable. The body remains controlled, the steering precise, and the vehicle feels surprisingly agile for its size. This dual personality is what makes the Mercedes-AMG GLE so fascinating. It can be calm and refined when you need comfort. But it can transform into something much more aggressive when the road opens up. Step inside the cabin, and the environment shifts once again. Luxury takes center stage. The interior of the Mercedes-AMG GLE is designed to remind you that performance does not have to come at the cost of comfort. High-quality materials cover nearly every surface. Soft leather seats, brushed metal accents, and carefully designed stitching create an environment that feels premium from every angle. The AMG Performance steering wheel sits perfectly in the driver's hands, wrapped in fine materials and shaped to give maximum control during spirited driving. In front of the driver, Large digital displays present information with clarity and elegance. These screens control everything from navigation to driving modes, giving the driver complete command over the vehicle's behavior. Ambient lighting surrounds the cabin, allowing the interior to change mood depending on the time of day or the driver's preference. At night, the effect becomes almost futuristic. But despite all this technology, the focus remains on the driving experience. The seating position provides excellent visibility. Controls are intuitive. Everything feels designed around the person behind the wheel. Even passengers in the rear seats benefit from generous space and comfort, making long journeys far more enjoyable than in most performance vehicles. And this is exactly what the AMG GLE was designed to accomplish. It is not trying to be the fastest sports car. It is not trying to be the largest SUV. Instead, it aims to combine two worlds that rarely meet successfully: luxury and extreme performance. Of course, owning a vehicle like the Mercedes-AMG GLE is not just about specifications. It is about presence. When this SUV arrives somewhere, people notice. The design, the sound, the badge, everything about it communicates confidence. But unlike many performance vehicles that sacrifice practicality, the AMG GLE remains usable in everyday life. It can carry families, luggage, and everything required for daily routines. Yet at the same time, it holds enough performance to make every drive feel exciting. That balance is incredibly difficult to achieve. And yet Mercedes-AMG has managed to do exactly that. This is why the Mercedes-AMG GLE occupies such a unique space in the automotive world. It proves that an SUV can be luxurious without being soft. It proves that performance can exist without sacrificing comfort. And it proves that a vehicle designed for families can still deliver adrenaline when the driver demands it. In many ways, the AMG GLE represents the evolution of modern performance vehicles. People no longer want machines that serve only one purpose. They want vehicles capable of adapting to multiple roles: commuting, traveling, exploring, and occasionally thrilling the driver. The Mercedes-AMG GLE accomplishes all of that. It is powerful without being overwhelming, luxurious without feeling excessive, and practical without becoming boring. That combination is rare. And it is exactly why the AMG badge continues to carry so much meaning. Because when AMG engineers touch a vehicle, the goal is never average. The goal is emotion. The goal is excitement. The goal is to make every moment behind the wheel feel memorable. And the Mercedes-AMG GLE delivers exactly that. If you enjoy cinematic automotive stories, powerful machines, and the engineering behind modern performance vehicles, make sure to subscribe to the channel. More incredible cars are coming. More stories. More power. More machines that redefine what driving can be.